So in this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to do the pick 3 card trick. And I learned this card trick from my statistics teacher actually. And how this works is that the spectator will name 2 cards for you to pick, and then you'll choose the final card. And at the end of the trick, all 3 cards will be chosen correctly. So here's what the trick looks like. I'll spread the cards out across the table. And I'll ask you to point to the 4 of diamonds. And you might point to this card right here. And then I'll ask you to point to the Queen of Spades, for example. And you might point to this card. And finally, I'll choose the final card, the 7 of Hearts. And I'll look for it. And maybe I'll choose this card right here. And so I told you to choose the 4 of Diamonds, the Queen of Spades, and I chose the 7 of Hearts. And here we have all 3 chosen correctly. That's what the trick looks like. So this trick is actually one of the easiest tricks I've ever seen to be performed. And it's also one of the most deceivingly difficult tricks that I've seen. So the real trick to this is that when you have the deck, you want to take a look at the bottom card before you perform this trick. So let's not use the Joker, we'll use the Ace of Diamonds, for example. And so you have the deck in this hand, and you say, before the trick, you just quickly glance at the card. And in essence, this whole trick is all about glancing and being able to use your peripherals to look at a card. And so you spread the cards out, preferably slightly messy, but you always want to know that where the bottom card is, and you don't want to make it obvious that it's a bottom card. And so since the bottom card was the Ace of Diamonds, you say, all right, I want you to point to the card that is the Ace of Diamonds. And so they might point to any random card here, and you take it. And obviously this is not the Ace of Diamonds because the Ace of Diamonds is on the bottom. And so while you pick this up, you take a quick glance, however you want to do that. I preferably like to look at it and then move on as soon as possible and say, all right, and then the next card we'll choose will be the 8 of Clubs. And so could you please point to the 8 of Clubs? And they might point to another card. And then you grab this card and you look at it and you say, all right, and finally, I'll choose the 5 of Spades. And then you go to your bottom card, and hopefully it's not too obvious that it's the bottom card, and you take it and you say, so I asked you to choose the Ace of Diamonds, the 8 of Clubs, and the 5 of Spades. And we have them all 3 right here. So once you know how this trick is done, it can seem really a bit too simple actually, but it's very effective in deceiving people, as long as you make sure that your glances at the cards are not too obvious. But yeah, it's all about making sure that you're able to do quick glances. And so all you really need to, if you want to do any practice, is just to work on your spread maybe, like this, and that just takes time. But it doesn't really have to be perfect. In fact, the messier your spread is, the better it might be. And so the other thing you might want to remember is just to be able to do quick glances like this as you pick a card out from the deck, for example, and say, don't take too long to look at the card. Maybe even look at it as you say, and then could you please point to the 5 of Clubs in this case. And yeah, but that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the choose 3 card trick, and have a good day.